guys, it's Michael with Teens Wanna Know. Today we're here on the red carpet of Bad Night. Let's see who we can talk to.
I'm excited to see Jen's reaction to her giant face on the screen.
I'm excited to see Lauren's reaction to her giant face on the screen. No, I'm so excited to be here surrounded by like all of my friends, all my family, all the people who are most important to me in my life. And
are in one room, which is like honestly an achievement in general.
Amazing. Yeah, honestly.
And then we had to force them to watch a movie, like that's awesome.
With our faces in it?
Yeah, like come on.
So now the film is called Bad Night. What's the funniest story you two can share with us from your guys' craziest night?
Oh my gosh, everyone asks us this, but we're honestly
so
like,
boring.
we're so boring. We're like old ladies. We honestly like sit on the couch and order food and watch TV.
We watch The Bachelorette a lot, so there you go.
I'm the same way though. A crazy night for me is like Chinese takeout, sleeping at like 11.
Exactly.
You know.
Trying a new food place for us is crazy because we like know what we like. So when we venture out, we're like, I don't know. So that's pretty crazy.
And why should teens see this film?
I think teens should see this film because there's nothing like it. There's two strong female leads kind of leading in action comedy with so many other talented actors. It's like nothing you've ever seen before, and I think they're really gonna love it.
Yeah.
So what are you most excited for about tonight's event, man?
I'm excited to see my besties in this movie tonight. I know they've been working hard on this, so super excited to see them.
Get to see it. So you know the movie is called Bad Night. What's the funniest story you can share with us from your craziest night?
My worst night. My worst night is that I was in an Uber once, like an Uber Black, coming home from a party, and I was with some friends. I'm not gonna name the friend that did it, but you know who you are. But they threw open my Uber, and I had to pay a large cleaning fee. But I'm classy, so like I didn't throw up.
You were like, there we go. You know,
so
you can handle yourself.
I can handle myself. I don't even like
independent.
I don't need to throw up, but like I guess he was car sick or just I don't know.
You know, how would you say YouTube and Vine has impacted Hollywood culture?
People are just starting to catch on to it for sure, but like I see like TMZ, like they'll stop me every once in a while and they'll be like, hey, we're kind of making a difference now in media, and it's super cool because like
y'all are having an
we're like I'd like to think so, but like I hope so, because like our fan bases are so powerful, and like people didn't really get that at first, but like now they're catching on, like all the brands and all the movies and stuff.
They're all contacting you guys.
They're like, can you tweet this for us?
You get yourself a Lamborghini sponsorship, I think next.
Like, I'll give you an Instagram shout out if you send me one.
Shout outs to Lambo.
Exactly.
So what do you have coming up next?
I have a new EP coming out within the next like month or two.
Hey.
Yeah. Super excited. I have like 5 songs on it. 5 brand new songs.
I just found out about this 2 hours ago. So I have 0 expectations, so that means it's going to be absolutely incredible.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, the movie is called Bad Night. What's the funniest story you can share with us from your craziest night?
It's actually very long, so to shorten it, I basically couldn't get into a club, walked out. People who follow me like on YouTube and Vine, they actually noticed me. Oh wait, actually this turns into a good night. Hold on. Okay, so it started out as a bad night because I couldn't go to a club because there was too many girls, or there wasn't enough girls. So then I couldn't get in, walk out, see fans. They're like, oh my God, hi. Then the club owner says, oh my God, come back in. I didn't know who you were. Peace, I'm going back home. So I guess a bad night turned into a good night. Yeah.
I am excited to see what my friends have been working on for the past entire year. I don't know, they hid this for a while, and I'm really excited to see what it actually is.
So the movie is called Bad Night. What's the funniest story you can share with us from your craziest night?
Craziest night.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Very nice to meet you.
Craziest night. Oh my God, let me think. Probably when I was stuck at an In-N-Out drive-thru after my flight for about 50 minutes, but it was worth it. It was a good night. It was a bad night, but it was a good night. It was a good
burgers, you know.
Because burgers, because fries, because shakes, because everything.
So how do you think, YouTube and Vine has impacted Hollywood?
It's actually done so big. Look, we're at a premiere right now. People starting online, they started themselves on with a click of a mouse. So that is just huge. It's huge.
I think it's just so cool that YouTubers are doing like an actual movie. Like that just shows so much about how important YouTube is in this world. So I think it's really awesome. I'm really excited to see it.
For sure. Now, the movie is called Bad Night. So could you describe us, like, what would be the funniest moment you've had on your craziest night ever?
Ooh, I don't know. Probably like dancing really embarrassed, like dancing really bad in front of somebody that I like, which I've done before in front of my
Do the Taylor Swift, these
I've
moves?
done it before, so that was a bad night.
The craziest night, I think, would be me and my best friends. We went to a party, and we left early because it was lame, and we were just like in the Uber, like blasting music, and we got back to their place, and they stay at this really like cool place that like gives you snacks 24 hours. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And so we got like a ton of snacks, like so much junk food, like a gross amount of junk food. And then there's a swimming pool. We're like, let's go swimming. So we just took off our clothes and went swimming. And like, there's this like phone on the wall that's like the popsicle hotline.
The Magic Castle, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been. It's amazing.
It's amazing. So we ate popsicles and swam, and the pool's heated. And so like, and then we like went back to the room and watched a movie and ate junk food. And it was like the best night ever.
I would live there if I could.
Yeah.
No, that place is crazy.
Ooh, I have a terrible one. One time I was driving in a car at like 2 a.m. to go get some Steak and Shake, and the hood of my car flew off. That was a very bad night. And like I couldn't call my dad because I snuck out my car, so.
Were you still able to get Steak and Shake? I feel like that's the biggest question.
We aborted the mission.
Honestly,
yeah.
Well, how do you guys think, YouTube and Vine have impacted Hollywood culture?
We were just saying that we think it's awesome how kind of like anyone can start YouTube or Vine, like anyone can do this and anyone can make something for themselves and make it big, like Lauren and Jen, so.
First day of college, right? I don't know anybody. And of course everyone's drinking, and this is, I've never drank like as much as I drank that night. So that night, apparently, this is the first time like this happened to me where everyone was like, you did this, you did this, you did this. And I was like, what did I do? I don't remember anything from like 5 p.m. till 3 in the morning. And I was barging into people's rooms and like breaking their TV sets and and stuff like that.
One night I was in New York City. I was just partying hard, and then I just woke up in a hotel room, very like hangover style. Like
just in a hotel room. Not yours.
No. No, my wife had brought me there, and I just like was knocked out, and I didn't know what happened. So
it happens.
It happens. It's crazy. Don't do it though. You don't want to have a bad night like that.
I remember this time when I was set up on a blind date, and I showed up, and they never showed onto the date, and I like texted them. Exactly. Yeah, like I'd seen pictures of them, so I knew who I was looking for, but they definitely did not show up, and I was calling them, nobody answered. So that was like a pretty bad night. In retrospect, it's funny, but like at the time.
But that's when you show up to their house and you wait outside their window.
Well, I did that too. That just continued the bad night because then I got arrested, and it was just a whole situation.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
I went to an old like garbage dump one time and watched bears attack like garbage. That's a pretty like crazy night I had.
I want to know the circumstances as to why you decided that was the activity.
Thing I could think of. I was in this little town. There's literally nothing to do, and that's what we did. Yeah, we just watched the bears just like go in the garbage.
That sounds like fun though.
It was ludicrous.
I was in school in Paris, and I went to Sitges, Spain for the night, and I had everything taken out of the hotel, everything taken out of my box, and I had no money, no passport, nothing, and I was stuck there with my cousin, who was so pissed off at me. It was one of the worst nights I ever had.
That's crazy.
Not only was it bad, but I was being yelled at.
How did you get back?
I had to call my parents, like so many 19-year-olds do.
This isn't really bad, but it was kind of a mishap. There was a birthday party, like for a famous star. I don't want to say who it was exactly, but that I hosted, and we had a cake for them, and something happened where I got into an argument and dropped the cake right before they were coming in for the candles, and so that was like a bad. For me, it was.
I hope they didn't eat it off the floor.
I don't know why this popped in my head, but I'm a vegetarian, and about 10 years ago, the first month that I declared I wasn't going to eat meat, my friends and I stayed up super late, and we hit a McDonald's drive-thru, and I just like.
You pigged out?
Totally ate some chicken nuggets.
I'm the same way every time I go to McDonald's. I'm not vegetarian, so
for some reason.
it's just mad chicken nuggets.
I don't know. One time I went to this overlook with my friends. It was in Sherman Oaks, and we were just driving up. It was like 3 a.m. We went to this overlook, and I was on the edge because, I don't know, it just looked really cool, and I wanted to get the best view. And I actually slipped.
You slipped on the
I slipped on the overlook. It ended up being fine. Like, I only got some cuts and bruises, but the embarrassment.
You didn't die, did you?
I didn't die. I'm here.
I don't know how I could tell. Just a hunch.
You must be psychic.
That's a really hard question, because most of my nights are just me sitting in bed listening to Beyonce and eating vegan pizza.
That's my life, actually.
Yeah, Maybe if I got like a vegan pizza with extra toppings, that would be like a wild night.
Turn up, you know?
One time I was almost kidnapped in middle school. That true story, honest to God. Okay.
You need to clarify.
So my friend and I were walking. We were walking just like along, you know, shopping in different stores, and we were in middle school, so it was one of the first times that our parents like let us shop alone. They were still in the mall, but we were walking, you know, the aisles by ourselves. And this man put his hand on my shoulder, and he was like, "You grab the girls, I'll get the car." And we turned around and we screamed and we took off running.
Yeah, wow.
Bad
Did your parents let you shop by yourself after that?
Oh my gosh, my parents were so embarrassed and like scared because they had to call my friend's mom and let her know like they weren't responsible, like they were being like bad parents, and so that was a bad night.
So what are you most excited for about tonight's event?
It's just seeing it put together. We shot it so randomly, and I'm just excited for all the crazy scenes to finally come together.
And what's the funniest moment you can share with us from shooting on the set?
The funniest moment is the scene where we all get car sick or food poisoning, and I had to vomit everywhere. I was right onto my boyfriend's face.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they were just like, "Jade, you good?" I was like, "Yep."
Just throwing up everywhere.
Yeah. The most exciting part is that it's the third of its kind. There have been two other digitally native films where the talent that were born and bred online, and this is the third one of that installment. And so yeah, it's awesome.
I'm excited to see what the fans think. There are so many fans of Lauren's and so many fans of Jen's and of all the other artists in the movie. Mikey Boltz, who's another client of mine. I just can't wait to see what they think, to see their faves collabing on the big screen.
Totally in agreement. I'm just really excited to see what the fans think.
So how do you think, YouTube and Vine has impacted Hollywood?
I think it's impacted it in a huge, huge way. Everything is digital these days. Everything is YouTube these days. That's what's in. That's where everyone goes. So I think it's great. It's very creative. It allows you to do whatever you want and be really creative and just to put yourself out there. So
lots of crazy stuff happens. I think mostly in Ubers, some crazy Ubers. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Awesome. How do you think, YouTube and Vine has impacted Hollywood culture?
I think it impacted it in a crazy way and like totally changing like fame and that kind of stuff, because there's a whole other world of like celebrities now, but it's not like this whole made up thing that Hollywood makes it seem like. It's really just raw, and people are watching our videos to like connect with us, and it's a whole different thing, which is amazing. Yeah.
Actors and producers that have been working in traditional Hollywood have started to realize, wow, YouTubers can kind of do whatever they want, and if they have a project they want to do, they get to do it. They don't have to ask permission from like all these other people. Yeah, exactly. So I think they're kind of inspired to do their own kind of stuff online because they see YouTubers being their own bosses and Viners. So
I went to 2 proms in high school. One of my prom nights was like a kind of a bad night. My date lost her keys. I lost my wallet. So it was like a lot of bad stuff happening.
That's a bit crazy.
It was pretty crazy.
So now it's time for our time machine question. Go. If you could travel back in time and give one piece of advice to your teen self, what would it be?
That's a good question. Advice to my teen self? I would say listen in class more and stop trying to make people laugh.
So why should teens watch this movie?
Well, obviously because me and Eric Edelstein, a legend, are in it.
Yeah.
But also to see Lauren and Elizabeth in a longer project.
So you watch it for this man candy. Yeah. That's the bonus.
Mandy.
Yeah,
Call
that's
it Mandy.
it. We're Mandy. Let's be honest. That's why we're here. We accept it. We're
We understand that the girls have quite a draw, but people also want to see guys who look like they live in cars too. So don't forget that.
You weren't gonna. It was 4 months, and man, we rebounded.
It happens. That's 4 months of my life, man.
All right.
I've never eaten so much pizza.
I'm Jen McAllister.
And I'm Lauren Lutheringhausen, and you're watching Teens Wanna Know.
Teens wanna know.
Teens wanna know.
Teens want to know.
Teens wanna know.
Teens Wanna Know.
Teens want to know.
I'm Lexi Lombard, and you're watching Teens Wanna Know.
Hi, I'm Eric Edelstein.
I'm Gareth Reynolds, and you're
teens,
watching
Teens Wanna Know.
Take one, got it.
Boom.
Hi, I'm Amanda Steele, and you're watching Teens Wanna Know. Teens Wanna Know. Teens Wanna Know.
Teens wanna know.
Teens wanna know. Teens wanna know. I wanna know if you love me, because I love you. exact camera.
You have a GH4 too?
It's the best. It's the best camera that's ever been like released.
All right. Oh, I'm a fanboy.
Oh my god, I love GH4. Wait, I lost it. Is that my no, but everyone when they see my camera, they're like, it's a Lumix. I'm like,
no, it doesn't look intimidating, but it's so powerful.
See, your phone's not as pretty as mine.
What? Let me see yours. Oh wow, that is fancy. Is that the iPhone 8?
Yeah. iPhone 8S.